I'm very proud of them in a way that most people won't understand, and I don't really care. Right there. These aren't football players, and they aren't kids. They're young men, grown-up young men, and I'm really proud of how they played, how they carry themselves, how they represented the football program, how they represent the university. Truth be told, how they represent my diploma. I'm just happy I get to spend time with them. Ask them a lot of questions.
Rob, can you talk about your last couple games? You had the deflection and helped win that game against Stony Brook, and then today 4 deflections and a pick for 6. How'd that feel overall?
I don't know. I really don't even feel like it was me out there. Like, I have some former teammates and friends that I have written down on this tape right here, and I just feel like they just was embodied in me and controlled everything out there. I'm just here, present, so I'm just blessed.
What happened that play against Stony Brook?
Against Stony Brook? Oh, man. I kind of set it up, Steve, he was to my side. He was supposed to be my safety help, but, like, I know number 11 personally, so I was just like, all right, I'm going to give him the inside. I know I could run with him. So, yeah, just had to make it happen because I wanted to win,
Yeah, for all the defensive guys, last 3 games, I think, give them 27 points total. What do you feel has been the difference since the beginning of the season?
Everybody coming together and playing as a team. We want to go out there, we want to win. And then, like Coach was alluding to, I mean, we started, 2-0, then we went 0-5. And, I mean, the fact to come out with 4 games and a winning record is, I mean, it's amazing. It just goes to show you how much everybody gelled together, how much we believe in each other. If we had 5 more weeks, we're winning 5 more games, so.
Yeah.
Is it tougher, though, when you have your transfer? I know that you've been in the program a while, and you have a lot of new guys coming into the mix.
I don't want to say it's tough. Coach Ambrose alludes to it all the time, just the fact that having all them guys in, you just kind of need to build that chemistry because these guys aren't familiar with one another. And I feel like we did a good job of that early on. But, again, when you go on a losing streak like that, it kind of alters everything, kind of gets people's minds not locked in. And it speaks character to what these guys did to win 4 games in a winning season, which is I'm grateful for that.
You feel like you had to overcome a lot of adversity, especially in the middle of the season, sickness, and all that stuff?
Definitely, yeah, with sickness. But I feel like a lot of it was self-inflicted. I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot. I feel like we should have won a lot of those games, and we could have played a lot better. But it was self-inflicted wounds that we beat ourselves. So,
Coach, first half penalties galore. I believe it was 5 penalties for 6-7 yards. What would you say to the guys during the locker room to kind of flip around? Because after there was only the one pass interference penalty call.
It's a good question. I told them that if anybody retaliated again, that they would have to take their uniform off and they were done for the day. I have a lot of other commentaries internal, which I'm not going to say. They handled their business correctly in the second half.
The offense took a lot of time of possession. I'm sure you wanted to score a little bit more offensively, but how do you feel overall with the offensive performance?
Today, this is a team win. And to be honest, part of what we've done offensively in the last 4 games is kind of a little bit what we used to do back in the day. When you're facing super dynamic offenses, you better be able to control the ball, and you better be able to keep the ball out of their hands. And we developed the run, we gelled those 5 offensive linemen, found a way to get those guys moving on the same page. And we ran the ball as well as anybody else in this league for the second half of the season. And that was out of necessity. Played some really dynamic, impressive offenses. And it's kind of interesting. You can't score when you don't have the ball. And we could have done some other stuff in the second half. But the longer we kept the ball and the longer we kept their dynamic players on the sidelines, the colder they got and the less talented they became. So, yeah, that's part of the plan.
Do you feel this as a momentum sort of towards next year? I hate to say it, but if there is a next year.
Why are you dropping football?
Dropping
football?
I got to ask that.
Program's still going to hold on, you ask him, unless the program's dead? Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of guys in the locker room. They're tighter than they were before. There's a bunch of guys that believe in each other and know how to play together. There's a bunch of guys that have grown up. It's an immaturity, lack of controlling your emotions, but they grow up. And when they do it fast enough, they tend to have a tremendous amount of success. And I think there's a lot of guys left that see what can be done, and they're excited about the future.
Babe, this first game the Towson Tigers had 2 receptions in games 2019. What were you seeing in the receiver corps to get those 2 picks?
I was saying basic routes. It wasn't that crazy. The whole week it was just the game plan was basic routes like verticals. They're gonna attack the numbers, hash numbers, and easy reads and just staying poised in a big moment. That's all it is. So when I stay poised in a big moments, make big plays. That's all it was.
Vinny, it was senior day for you.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Like I said, I mean, it feels surreal. Like I said, especially coming from another school, being a transfer, and kind of doing everything I did here, walking on here, and to be able to sit even up here and do this, it's amazing. But I'm grateful for all of it. Like I said, the fact that we're able to bounce back and go 6-5, and all the momentum in the world leading to next year, in which I'm still be around. I'll still come cheer my guys on. So it's great to see. I love this team and all the people on it.
Anybody else?
For any of the defensive guys that want to touch on this, like, does seeing the offense dominate time of possession change the way you guys kind of approach the game defensively, and kind of how does that change your mindset?
I don't want to say changes how we approach the game, but I mean, what it does is it gives everybody confidence, and it's just football is a game of momentum and swag. If you're going out there and having fun, and if I'm seeing my offense destroy these guys, run people over, catch balls on top of people's heads, I mean, we're going to go out there and I want to match that. That's the one thing we did a lot these last 4 games is we went out there and we played with our hearts. That's what you got to do to win games. So, love it.
To piggyback on that, yeah, just keeping them on the field and keeping us off the field. We know we want to have them score. They got great guys over there. They got DK, go up and practice battle every time. Perkins, like, we want those dudes to, get in the end zone. Got Pig, whole bunch of people. So, yeah, that's just the main thing. Get off and keep them on.
The seniors, and I know seniors doesn't always mean they're gone, but talk about what they went
It's a
through.
little different now.
Yeah, talk about what they went through, the grad students, the seniors, whatever they're called now.
I did say, like, the guys that are in that locker room now have gone through a college experience unlike any other, at least in my lifetime. And there's no playbook for any of us that have done this, coaches or players. To go through college and have the experience that we had, redefine the word challenge. And as we sit towards the rear end of it, coming out of the tunnel, I think everybody learned a little bit about themselves, learned a little bit about the game, and how important it really is, and the opportunities that you take for granted as a football player that you don't understand until you get a little bit older. And that, the world throws you COVID, and all of a sudden, life's a lot different. And getting yourself back to center is a challenge, especially in today's world. And I think as an alum, the experience here in the classroom and off will definitely can prepare you to be successful. But I know damn well in our locker room, that experience will definitely prepare you to be successful. It really doesn't matter what life's adversity brings. And I have complete confidence in all these kids that when they're like the 30 to 40 sums that just bum rush the locker room downstairs, they're all going to be successful like those guys.